From blinking eyes to barely noticeable head turns, some statues have been caught on camera doing things they should not be doing. While some people chalk it up to tricks of the light or camera glitches, others believe it's something way more terrifying or even supernatural. Imagine standing in front of a stone figure and suddenly realizing it's in a different position than before. These are the statues that moved in terrifying ways. Hey, before we jump in, don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe, and let's get into it. All around the world, Catholics hold processions, religious marches where they honor the Holy Trinity or other saints. During one of these events in Mexico, believers were stunned when the statue of the crucified Christ moved its head. It's super subtle, but thankfully someone was filming the ceremony and caught it on camera. After the clip went viral, tons of people said it had to be divine, like a real miracle happening because of all the faith and prayer in that moment. What do you think, miracle or something else entirely? In many religions, there's this belief that holy statues can move as a sign from the heavens. But in Catholicism, it seems to happen a lot. This next one happened at a small altar dedicated to Our Lady of Guadalupe. As the camera gets closer, the statue's head and eyes seem to move, like she's looking directly at the lens. The person filming didn't notice anything strange at the time, maybe because of the lighting, but watching it back, yeah, it's creepy. What makes it even weirder is how normal the altar is. Nothing fancy, just a humble space where a possible miracle took place. During a massive religious gathering in Vietnam, a large statue of the Virgin Mary was placed in a valley for public prayer. While everyone was deep in prayer, someone in the back captured something incredible. The cloak of the statue started to move, and before you say maybe it was fabric, nah, the whole thing was made of stone, including the cloak. The guy filming was so overwhelmed he literally starts crying as it happens. This moment is now considered one of the most powerful spiritual events ever recorded in Asia. This one's straight out of a horror movie. During a live streamed mass, a statue of the Virgin Mary was clearly seen blinking. Hundreds of people were watching from home, and they all noticed it at the same time, right when the priest was wrapping up the ceremony. Because it was a live broadcast, there was no time for editing or CGI tricks. What you saw is what happened. The mass took place in a small chapel in Sicily, Italy, and to this day, people there still talk about the moment the statue came to life on camera. Okay, this one's straight up creepy. No one knows exactly where it happened or what the statue represents, but security camera footage shows a group of stone figures, possibly angels, and then one of them moves. Right as a trident touches the chest of a statue lying down, the camera feed cuts out completely. Total blackout. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's super suspicious that the signal dropped at that exact second. Some say this statue is on a remote island in Oceania and shows cherubs defeating a demon. Whatever the case, I'd love to know what those statues looked like the next morning. Was it real? A hoax? Let us know what you believe. When a statue of Jesus moves, people pay attention. In Honduras, during a street procession, worshippers were singing and praying when something wild happened. The statue of Jesus carrying the cross lifted its head for just a second. You can clearly see the plaster head rise slightly, like something unseen was pulling it upward. It happened in broad daylight in front of dozens of witnesses, all deep in prayer. Skeptics say it's an optical illusion, but the people who were there, they felt something. When they rewatched the footage, they believed it was a sign, a divine response to their collective faith. This one is wild. During a mass in Mexico, during the actual ceremony, a statue of Jesus suddenly opened its eyes and stared directly at a tourist filming from the back of the church. punch. The stare lasts for a few seconds, and then, just like that, the eyes close again. The person filming didn't even notice at the time. It wasn't until later, watching the footage back, that they saw the creepy eye contact. The video blew up worldwide. People were torn. Was this an actual miracle? A divine moment caught on camera? Or just a super convincing fake? As always, it comes down to what you believe. But let's be real, if a statue looks at you during Mass, you're not sleeping for a week. In the town of Tepatitlan de Morelos, Mexico, Easter celebrations at the Church of St. Anne are a big deal. But one year, something happened that left the entire congregation shook. Right in the middle of Mass, someone filmed the crucifix statue and caught the moment its head slowly dropped. It was a subtle movement, but powerful enough to make people believe they had just witnessed a divine sign. The priest later claimed it might have been a rope malfunction, since the statue is usually kept in a glass coffin and only brought out once a year. But come on, out of all the days for something like that to happen in a packed church during a holy celebration, yeah, people weren't buying the loose rope story. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe something bigger was at play. One of the most intense and emotional types of statue miracles? Crying statues. They've been reported all over the world for centuries, but one of the most chilling happened in Caracas, Venezuela. A statue of the Virgin Mary was filmed with actual tears rolling down her face. So intense they were dripping to the floor. Skeptics say it's fake, of course, but here's the thing, the statue's made of solid plaster. There's no way for water to just leak out like that. No hoses, no hidden pipes, nothing. Since that day, the statue hasn't cried again, and the church sent a request to the Vatican for official investigation. Was it a miracle, or just one of those things we'll never fully explain? Kuan Yin is one of the most beloved deities in Eastern traditions, a protector of women, children, and a symbol of divine compassion. There are massive statues of her across Asia, but one in particular, located in a Chinese temple, made headlines when it blinked. Yeah, blinked. During a Buddhist ceremony, a worshiper caught the moment on video. The giant statue of Kuan Yin seemed to slowly open and close her eyes. This kind of phenomenon is extremely rare in Buddhism, which made the event feel even more sacred. Some followers believe it was a celestial sign, like the goddess watching over humanity in that moment of worship, or maybe she's always watching, especially when no one's paying attention. Sai Baba was a spiritual leader from India with a huge following. Many believed he was the reincarnation of a divine being, so when something happened during the anniversary of his death, his followers were more than ready to believe it was him reaching out from beyond. In the video, a statue of Sai Baba sits quietly with a cloth draped over its shoulders. At first, it looks like nothing's happening. Then the cloth slides off on its own. No wind, no one around, just the fabric slowly slipping off, like it was being removed by invisible hands. For his followers, it wasn't just a weird coincidence. It was proof that Sai Baba had returned to his divine form, spiritual glitch, or spiritual visit. The Hindu goddess Kali is no joke. She represents time, death, and destruction, and her statues are intense. Blue skin, multiple arms, tongue out. Yeah, if you walked into a room not expecting it, you'd probably scream. But one particular statue caught global attention, not just for how she looked, but for what she did. People claim her eyes follow you around. Now, some say it's an optical illusion built into the artwork, but there's no other video of the statue doing it again. Just that one haunting clip, and with Kali being one of the most feared and respected deities in Hinduism, people are not sure if that stare is a blessing or a warning. At an Indian temple, a group of tourists were filming the altar when things went from peaceful to straight up terrifying. Without warning, the statues, representing several different gods, began to move. Heads tilted, arms shifted. It was like they were about to step down and walk out. The video blew up online, and theories started flying. Some say it's a miracle. Others claim the temple installed robotic mechanisms for spiritual enhancement. But no one has confirmed anything. Whether it was magic, advanced tech, or something in between, one thing's for sure, it was unforgettable. Which of these statue moments freaked you out the most? Drop a comment, smash that like button, and subscribe for more creepy mysteries caught on camera. I'm out. See you next time.